Dear grade 12 student, welcome. The purpose of this presentation is to help you cover Lesson 7, Unit 8 of Project Success 3 book. You need to have your class book, a pen or a pencil, and some sheets of paper or a notebook in front of you. You may also need a dictionary. Note that you may be asked to pause the presentation to do any required task, and then resume the presentation once you finish with the task. You also need to click Enter or the space key to reveal the content of the slide and move to the next one. To pause the presentation, click W or B. To resume the presentation, click Enter or any other key. To exit the presentation, click Escape. By the end of this presentation, you will be able to write a memo using the right formal tone and the right outline. Let's begin by discovering the language. What is a memo? A memo or memorandum is a written message, note, proposal, or reminder of something for future use. A memo has a formal tone throughout. Study the following examples. The first one, for this reason, I would like to go over a few of these rules. Second one, please note the following. Number 3, please attach the original receipts if possible. Number 4, thank you for your cooperation in following these guidelines. And the last one, please let me know if you have questions. Let's have a look at the writing tip. When you write, consider the tone you want to use. To determine the appropriate tone, think about your audience, that is, the people who will be reading what you write, and the purpose of your writing. If you are writing instructions for a large group of people in workplace, for example, it's usually best to use a more formal tone. Here are some examples of more formal language. I would like to, please note the following, in order to, you must, unlike in the past, and thank you for your cooperation. Now let's have a look at the grammatical structures and their function that may prevail in a memo. The first grammatical structure, future conditionals, they are used to explain what will happen and the particular conditions. Example, if you are absent for more than 4 days in a month, you will be suspended from school. Second grammatical structure, present simple, used for statements of facts. Example, the school does not approve leaving early unless it is an emergency. Third grammatical structure, imperatives and must, they are used to give direct instructions. Example, make sure you inform the office of your absence. And the second one, you must bring a sick leave to justify your absence. The last grammatical structure, imperatives and simple present, used to give instructions and explain facts. Example, the first step is to contact your class counselor. Bring in your parents. Here is a practice activity. Write sentences using the grammatical structures and expressing their functions. You have 3 minutes to do the task. Pause the presentation. Now compare your answers. Look now at the sample outline a writer used before writing a memo and match the paragraphs with the topics. You have 2 minutes to do the task. Pause the presentation. Check now your answers. To get ready for writing, imagine that you are a chief student's counselor in a school. Students have not been following certain rules that you want them to follow. Think of some topics, then write a few important rules or points that you need to explain to them. You have 5 minutes to do the task. Pause the presentation. Here are some possible answers that may match yours.